I had lost my previous two finals in the Marseille finals and the Basel final, so I really wanted to win my first ATP title. That was a big week for me. I beat some great players along the way to get there. I think I might have beaten Goran and Yevgeny Kafelnikov as well in the semis. So that was great fun. And then beating Buter in the finals. I felt like I had pressure, you know, because maybe I went into that finals as a little bit of a favorite. But, you know, it was fast indoors and Buter was a big server, so you never knew what was going to happen.
I have a small but really small space in the career of Federer. I am the first one to lose in final against him, but many guys did the same as me.
I think more of a relief than actual joy and happiness. I think that kicked in sort of like 24 hours later. I remember what I said is that at least I have one. I never thought I was going to make so many wins. It was a special one because I introduced Andre Agassi to the Burj Al Arab, the helipad, when we played tennis together. So it was like the iconic shot, you know, that went around the world, us playing tennis on the helipad, and people still going ask the hotel today if they can play tennis, you know, upstairs, but they don't understand that it's not a tennis court, but actually a helipad. It was a tough tournament against Agassi in the semis. On break point, I hit one of the most ridiculous shots I ever hit. I remember sort of a flick lob on break point. You can see by the reaction of me, it's like I started laughing after the point was hit. So it's still one of my favorite, best shots of all time for me in my career.
The world #1 wins his third consecutive Dubai title.
I remember the finals against Ivan Ljubicic, my coach today. We played many times in a row at that time, especially in finals as well. I think also in the Rotterdam final and maybe the Doha final in the same year.
You know, I'm a little bit sick of this guy, and
he always thinks I was very lucky. But he's joking, of course. Or maybe not, I have to check. I'm happy, I remember a lot of it, of the 25th one.
Well, this place will be packed this afternoon to see whether Roger Federer can win the 50th ATP title of his career.
Cincinnati, one of my favorite hunting grounds, you know, on the tour. I always played very well there. I think a lot of true tennis fans, you know, flock to Cincinnati from all around the Midwest in America, and when they come there, they usually come there for several days, and they really enjoy their tennis.
And that's what he's going for today.
I remember the finals against James Blake. It was a good one. I think I came out of the blocks very fast, served well throughout, got the one break I needed, I think in the second set, and then served it home.
That'll do it.
Set and match, Federer.
The perfect end to a very competent match.
It was an important one for me, especially leading into the US Open.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Roger Federer, your 2007 Masters champion.
It was my 50th, so it was a big one. Massive tournament for me. Also, it brought me back to world #1. It was a big summer because it was the Olympic year. We played at Wimbledon back-to-back with the Olympic Games. The Wimbledon one was epic for me. It was great to see my girls there at the trophy ceremony. That was very emotional for me. It was a tough finals because it was also played outdoor and then indoor with the rain under the roof. That was special. And I played a great semis as well against Novak at the semis. So I finished very strong that year, and it was one of my favorite Grand Slams to look back on. Sitting here today, having won 100 is, I don't know, it's disbelief. The last few titles ever since, I guess, I've reached like 96, 97, I started feeling, well, maybe 100 is possible, and it was.
Title number 100.
It's a big moment for me tonight here in Dubai. I'd like to thank the team, you know, everybody who's made it possible for myself. A privilege still to be playing this sport right now today.
History continues to be made by Roger Federer.